วัสดีค่ะ I'm Wanathon Kerhong and welcome to Be My Guest, the program that brings you successful stories of institutions and entrepreneurs in both domestic and international arena. Today's show is all about fashion once again as we talk to the rest of the young designers who showcase their collections in the prestigious fashion show of this year's Bangkok International Fashion Week's Runway. Welcome to the program. Now, of course, today we have two designers that actually part of the Bangkok International Fashion Week 2017. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ And of course, I say young, and you're very, very young with school uniform.
Yes.
Can you introduce yourself a little bit? Let us get to know you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tanya Pom Prikomon, and I am a senior year student, fashion design student from Son Sunanta Rajpath University.
Okay.
Hi, I'm glad to be here for this interview. I'm National Bunsin. I'm studying last year with the bachelor degrees from fashion design from Slangsit University.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last year, for both of you.
Yes.
So next year you have to actually
Get
work,
a job.
get a job. Okay, but talk about getting a job. Getting into this Bangkok International Fashion Week, that is a big deal.
Yeah.
How do you get in?
It start from in my classroom. Yeah. And my teacher just select one of us, and just sorry.
From there, then you get to work,
Yeah.
right? You get okay. That's great.
And we got a chance from Mr. Jising. He is one of our teachers, and we representative students to show our work that we made last year.
Oh, okay. So you are actually showcase your work before, and then it's kind of like, wow, good work.
Yes.
So you get selected.
Yes.
All right. We got to talk a little bit about your work. What's the concept behind it?
Here for me, my concept they came from my obsessions.
Your
about-
obsession.
Yeah, obsessions. My obsessions over the past few years.
Okay.
Yeah, as with the element of the summer thing. Yes, you know what, like summer style beach baby thing. Yeah, when they kicking me in, so that was the first thing that come to mind when I was start to working on this project.
Okay. So very summer.
Yeah,
Going to the
beachy
beach.
girl.
Okay. And it's perfect for Thailand because
Yeah.
seriously, we're summer all the time, almost. Okay. What about you?
So we research about hip hop culture and found that hip hop, but origin from b-boy dancing, and we call break dance. Yeah, break dance is extreme dancing, and it inspire idea and becomes to be the concept of this design.
Okay. Do you dance? Is that why?
No,
Like what? Hip hop and dancing.
Interested.
Okay, you saw it and you're like,
Yeah.
they're cool. I want to be cool. I can't dance, but I can design.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So the inspiration, like we talked about, the concept already, but is that from the heat that you're suffering?
Of course not. Yeah, the start. Actually, this project is from my work that I given to my class. Yes. So we were asked to create the collections that based on our interaction. Yeah, about how we think about the Thai Songdam culture. Yeah, the Thai Songdam is actually a minority of the group that live in Phetchaburi, and they have they have a unique style. Like they're always black and make their own clothes. Yeah.
So can I guess that the color of your...
Yeah, no, it's actually it's quite a blue tone, the indigo tone. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the pattern of the design that I used to develop on my designs.
Oh, okay, interesting. What about yours?
Yes, I get inspired by hip hop culture. We think about many street style and both in the past and in the present. It really calls us to the culture of hip hop, and it made we want to know more about this. Yeah.
Okay, so you're not just just see music video and then just said, you know what, I want to design something, but you actually have to do a lot of research
Yeah,
for
yes,
this.
yes. So many cultures and research. Yeah.
Okay. How long? How long did it take you to actually do this?
Yeah, for me, it took me like around 2 or 3 months. Yeah, to done all the Intel design and or the completing
So
project.
for the researching as well, or
Yeah.
okay?
For
What about
the-
yours?
For me, there are 2-for-1 collections. The cutting process isn't not long as doing research for inspiration and sketching the pattern and the techniques process, because only the cutting step is about 1 month, but the whole process until the finished design is almost half a year.
Half a year?
Yeah, so compared to university period is my 1 whole semester.
Okay. So you're saying that it's only 1 month to make the actual dress.
Yes,
But the rest of the time,
for research,
okay.
sketch,
How many sketches?
200 sketch.
200. So from 200,
Yes.
and then you down to how many?
Select 200, select 100, select 50, select 30, select 20, and 10. Then all one collection
Okay.
about last or three look
Okay.
for one collection.
Wow.
Yes.
How do you make the selection? I wonder, like from 200, 100, and down. How can you pick which one to keep and which one to take out? Did your teacher help, or it's just mainly you?
Yes, teacher helped me and
You actually spend a lot of time
Yeah.
doing research as well?
Yes.
Okay, well that's good. What about yours? Obviously you say you only took 2 months, that's it?
Yes.
For the entire time?
Yeah.
And research as well? She took only 2 months. All right, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's about how total of my
Yeah,
pieces
like-
is. At first, we have to sketch like 100 and 200 pieces.
Wow.
Yeah, and we draw to the 60 and we choose one.
How, when you say we choose one,
Actually, it's a teacher help me
Okay.
to choose, yes, the best one that I can.
okay. So will you pick the same one if it's
As
your
my
choice?
teacher?
Yeah, if it's your choice.
Not exactly.
No?
Yeah.
Why do you think he picked that one?
Maybe he want me to learn more how to garment this to create this one. Yeah.
Okay, so you think maybe it's because it's a lot harder
Yeah.
than the other one? Okay. Why did you come up with something so hard? But of course, like you see, that's the piece that actually got a chance to be on the Bangkok International Fashion Week runway. What about you? Why do you think that particular one was picked?
In
Will you
my-
pick the same one? My same question. Will you pick the same one that your teacher actually picked for you? Or do you like the other one better?
I like this too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it difficult to make? Very difficult?
Yes,
Not
very
so bad? Okay, well that's good. Now, talking about inspiration already, talking about the concept and everything else, I gotta ask, how did you feel when you know that you get a chance to, have your work be part of the runway on Bangkok International Fashion Week? What was your first initial reaction?
Actually, I can't believe it. Yes, this is happening, and I'm very honored to be the part of this show.
Okay, what about you? Happy?
In my head, really?
You were surprised?
Yes.
Why not? You don't think your work is good? I mean, you have done like
The other ones,
4 months.
yeah, have good materials from my design. From another student can be designed good.
As well?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, something unique about yours, that's why you get a chance to be here. Can you talk a little bit about how you feel Thai fashion industry right now? Like,
Yeah.
do you think we are going to be able to compete with others, or you're not sure?
I think in the Thai fashions, it's kind of fun. We have a unique style and some of exotic style. Yeah, it could be like the niche market that. Yeah,
So
you
it's
can
very
work on
niche
it.
market, and
Yeah.
then, okay. What about yours?
In my opinion, as a young designer in Thailand, now it might be quite difficult to reach the world famous international. This may be because of the financial restrictions and the insufficient financial support from the government. However, what we can do now is create a new idea, image for Thailand. Other countries may only consider Thailand as a wholesale country. Yes.
Okay. Now, having talked about fashion and of course how to compete, how do you feel Thai fashion education right now? Like you're studying fashion. What do you think? Are we good? Do we need to improve? What do you feel?
Actually, I want to say we are good now, but yeah, I think in the Thai fashion students, we should learn more how to sew our clothes, steam them by themselves, or
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Like so sewing everything
Yeah.
yourself, handmade?
Yes.
We actually have a lot of handmade stuff.
No,
right?
it's a kind of if you want to make if my class want to make one shirt, so we go to we sketch it and we send it to like a
so
tailor.
tailor,
Yeah,
okay.
things.
And-
We should learn more to create.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
Thai people want to learn more for fashions.
It seems like something's very hard. It's art, right?
Yeah,
Technically,
yes,
it's
it's
art.
art.
Right.
I want to Thai people can touch art everywhere, everything. Yes.
Wear art
Yeah.
on their daily life.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that with your designs, we can actually look forward to wear something of your products very soon because since here's the last year. So thank you so much for being with us today. It's great and congratulations again.
Yeah,
Khop
thank
khun
you.
ค่ะ.
Thank you.
But make sure you stay tuned because after the break, we have 2 more young designers to join us after the break. And welcome back to the program. And of course, like I have promised you, there are 2 more young designers here with us. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Now, of course, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Which university you come from?
I'm come from Silicon University
Okay, and your name?
I'm ทันชนกพันธพัฒน์ค่ะ
Okay.
I'm Sheen Rijit Ratana. I'm studying fashion design at Srinagar University.
Okay, and you both have your work showcased in the runway right here in Bangkok International Fashion Week, right? How did you get in? Like, how do you get selected to be part of the show?
My professor was chosen me to be a part of it.
Okay, so it's part of a class assignment?
Yes.
Or?
Yes.
Okay. What about you?
So do I. My professor selects my work to show here.
Which course is that? Is it the same similar course, a design course, or the
Well,
subject? You
For me,
remember?
it's out of curriculum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fashion is like a normal.
Okay, all right, perfect. Now, the concept behind your work, what is it about?
It's about a human being which there was have an electrical phenomenon like a psychic.
Now, for your work at the Bangkok International Fashion Week, what's the concept behind it?
It's about a human being which they are psychic like they have an electrical phenomenon.
Okay.
It's like they are simple like us, but they have like a spatial power, like they have electrical energy, something like that.
How do you transform that into arts? That sounds like something very difficult because you can't even see that electricity.
Yeah, I make it like very simple, like white tone, the simple tone, and then I make details like the chain to make it told the story about electrical.
So it's moving. It's
Yes.
almost like
when you're moving, you will know that they are a psychic.
oh,
Yes.
all right, interesting. What about you?
The starting point of my collection is that I was so deeply impressed by anti-fashion movement in 1980s.
Okay.
Okay,
The anti.
Anti-fashion.
So, but you're working about fashion and you're looking at the movement that anti-fashion altogether. Can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, this movement was created by Japanese designers Rei Kawakubo of Comme des Garçons and Yohji Yamamoto. Yeah.
Very famous. I know that brand. Okay.
Yeah, they came to Paris like a storm because their works oppose Westerners' perfection. Their works are imperfect, asymmetrical, and against the traditional norms of beauty.
Oh, so it's not like anti-fashion per se, but it's almost like anti the mainstream
Yeah,
fashion.
that's it. And then I start to look at Cara Beck sculpture. Her works are very abstract. It opposes usual sculptural form.
Okay.
So I recreate a 1980s silhouette in a big and sculptural way that is quite abstract and provocative.
Now you did mention that the inspiration is from psychic, and obviously he said like his is anti-fashion. Why psychic?
Why psychic? Because
Yeah, like did you just
I'm
watch the
interested.
movie?
I'm interested in human,
Oh.
and I wrote about the human, all the things about human, and then I was click to the something like psychic, which how many psychic do they have, and what's special. But I love electrical city because it's very modern. It's like very around us. Everybody like using an electrical city, right?
Yeah. So
it's very,
electricity
like-
is everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why we can see each other right
Yes,
now.
yes.
Okay. So that's like the inspiration behind that. Okay. Did you watch a movie or something? That's why you start thinking about the anti-movement? Was it a documentary or?
No, it's not really. It is my own interest. Yeah,
Okay.
that
And I can see in the way you dress too. It's almost like along that line as well.
Thank you. It's just that I kind of believe that like the most beautiful things come from imperfection. I don't believe in perfection.
I think that's perfect. Now, talk about your collection a little bit more. How long did it take to do, and how many did you have to make?
I take about one semester
Right.
to do it. Like, and I make it for, I sketch it for like 2 weeks, and then my professor was like recollecting it, and then only 1 week I have to do it. Like,
Wow.
yes.
That's not that long at all. Because the designers who I talked to earlier, they took so long. Wow, okay, interesting. What about you?
It take me one semester too.
Okay.
Yeah, like the designing process, the concept, sketch takes about 3 months, and then I took about 1 month to create a prototype and final comment.
Okay. The final ones that you actually made, was it your choice or was it your teacher's choice?
My choice.
Your choice.
Yes.
So that means even if your teacher picked the same one, you would still pick this particular one, right? Out of the entire sketch, you say like
I think
how many? Six.
I will like mix it together what I want and mine. professor wants, my teacher wants.
Okay, so you're very happy
Yeah, we're very happy
with the final piece.
Yes.
Okay, what about you?
My teacher was very free. Yeah, he kind of let me choose what I like, what I don't like.
Okay. Was it difficult to make? How difficult was it?
I do it all. Like in 7, 8, I was making
Because
machine.
because you did in a week, but every single day,
Yes, like no sleeping.
no sleep.
Yes.
But it's worth it.
Yes.
It's on Bangkok International Fashion Week. How long did it take you? Was it difficult?
Yeah, it is because the structure was so big, and
It's big?
yeah, it
Like
is
in
very
size?
big.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there was like a chiffon drapery outside of the structure, so it's quite complicated.
Okay, so you combine a lot together. All right, very interesting. Now, talk about that. How do you feel about learning fashion in Thailand right now compared to perhaps when you see, fashion show in Milan or Paris? Do you think the Thai fashion education can actually help you to compete with the big city?
Hard question here.
Of course, but just in your opinion, I mean, is there anything else you wish that, I could have learned about this, or we, as a Thai person, we have a lot of, rich culture that could have been incorporated, and that could be part of the fashion learning as well. So is there any thought that comes to mind like that? What about you? Maybe start with you, because you talk about how imperfection, in everything, and obviously the European fashion is very big, and as a young Thai designer, you will actually eventually have to compete with that. What do you think? Is Thai fashion education help you right now?
Well, I personally think that they are ahead of us, but we are progressing. Yeah, the imperfect ideas was present in Paris like 30s or maybe like 30 or 40 years ago. So but in Thailand we are still have like we still
Don't move forward that much? or-
don't move that forward because like people still think that the beautiful clothes is a wearable dress with embroidery and stuff. So they are kind of hate us, but I think what I do and what other students do, we are kind of pushing the boundaries.
Okay, interesting. What about back to
think-
you?
I think Thai people needs to like open, like open and give the chance of fashion student to bring out the ideas and make to go like other countries too.
So it's not just like
Oh,
every day
not
wearing.
only the fashion students or fashion people, but I think everybody can get into the fashion, not only the
Just this.
Just us.
Okay, so because it's arts, right? So it's almost like you are creating piece of art for everyone. It's just on the body. That's all, with fabric. Now, having said that, how do you see the Thai fashion industry right now? Because we have seen a lot more Thai brands, we gotta say. What do you think?
I think they can grow more and more because some of us was some of the fashion of our fashion was being bring to the out.
Right, because I've seen like,
some.
Hollywood celebrities
Yes.
wear some of the Thai designers' clothing, right? What about you? What do you think? Are we going to progress competing with them? Well, Japan did it.
Yeah, we are progressing, of course, but you know that it's still tough because like the market is very commercial, so like it's hard to bring something creative.
Can we learn from Japan though? I mean, how did Japanese designers break through?
Like how did they make grooves?
Why do you think that? Well, maybe it's a really, really tough question, but just you know, kind of throwing it around a little bit. After this graduation, you have to work. As a career, how do you see yourself, like maybe 5 years from now, in fashion industry? Are you going to be a designer, dressing people, or?
I love to make clothes. I want to be like production.
Okay,
Yes,
so
I
producing it.
want to be producing it.
What about you? Same thing, or?
As for me, I love to make clothes too. And I like to experiment a lot. So
Okay.
like to keep things forward.
Okay, well, good luck. I'm sure, you know, with your opportunity to be part of this Bangkok International Fashion Week, you have no problem. Your future is bright. So thank you so much for being here with us today. ค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Fashion industry is one of the toughest industries for many talents to break through. To become famous and successful means that young designers will have to combine the inspiration, imagination, discipline, hard work, and hunger for success together in order to pave ways into a runway. Bangkok International Fashion Week 2017 is a stepping stone for these young minds to join Thailand's fashion industry. That concludes this episode of Be My Guest. I'm Wanathon Kerhong. สวัสดีค่ะ